StarCraft for so long.
Yeah. I mean, everyone looks at him, and he is the god of StarCraft 1. But StarCraft 2 is another matter, I feel. And here we go. herO, as I was saying before, I had some stats for him. He hasn't had the best run as of lately, especially in the individual leagues. He dropped out of the Star League, losing to Stats and Life just recently, Valdez, as you remember. No doubt about that. He's not played against a Terran this season either.
Yeah. Very interesting to see, or very interested rather, to see what this guy is going to bring today. I think he's going to be a bit happy that Flash is not 100% on his game. Here's a look at Flash. He's played a ton of games. He's got still a very, very good record here in Pro League.
He does indeed, doesn't he? 1-4 this season. But, I mean, against Protoss...
I guess not this season. You are right, Moonglade.
This season, that downward arrow is there for a reason. Still, we actually have not seen him play against the Protoss either this year. So we're going to learn a lot about both these players today, Valdez.
That we will. Flash doing the typical Flash thing. Drink a bunch of Picari sweat, hold it in your cheeks for as long as possible, and then drink it.
Indeed, indeed.
But guys, we are about to jump into game number 2 of CJ Entis versus KT Rolster. KT is on their last legs. They're trying to win this one to get into the playoffs. Let's see if they can do it. herO versus Flash.
There we go.
Up here in the top right in the red for CJ Entis, the Protoss player, he is herO.
Down here in the bottom left, we do have Flash. Won his first game this season last week against Bung Bung. Can he ride that momentum, that comeback?
So that guy actually took a train for 3 hours to watch Flash.
Wow.
That's the kind of weight that name holds, man, in Korea.
It really is amazing how his fan base, despite, you know, he has like a bad performance now and then, but he's just done so much in his career that it still warrants so much respect.
It really does. He's built up a huge fan base, like you were saying, and people will just be diehard fans till the end. Even if their player does fall off towards the end, I don't think Flash is near the end of his career at all. He is still pretty young. I think he's around 21 these days.
Really?
And he's got a long way ahead of him as long as he keeps practicing and doing well.
That's the secret to success, Valdez. Got to keep practicing.
Your sign's upside down.
Oh.
He still hasn't.
Oh,
there we go. He says KT fighting, and it's his first time. And something about the casters as well.
Talking about us?
Yeah, or maybe the Korean casters. I'm not sure, Moonglade.
No doubt. We are seeing a nice and early scout from both players. Very early, actually. And this might, well, wait a second. herO deciding to turn around. I think that's a bit of a mistake considering he could have done some decent harassment on this command center first.
Yeah, even Flash pulling down another SCV because he saw that probe coming across the map, but now he's like, okay, did you send that back?
Yeah.
Because
I think he saw the early SCV and he thought twice, maybe like a proxy's on the map or something. It's like, why is there an SCV coming out so early? But that's already a bit of a big mistake from herO. He could have at least delayed the CC. I mean, with an extra SCV down there, obviously wouldn't get too much done, but still.
Maybe just feeling like the only reason that Flash would scout this early is because he went for an early CC kind of build. If you do go for a greedy economic build like this, it is always very important to get that scout down. Make sure that no aggressive builds are coming your way. And Flash does go for that SCV scout pretty early.
Sees everything he needs to see. He'll also see the Nexus and get out alive. Nice build from Flash. And I guess you might be right, Valdez. It might be just herO knows exactly what Flash had planned. And that SCV scout kind of just gave everything away. It's like, okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, the pro players at the highest level, they probably know like the exact second. They're like, oh, if an SCV is out here at 3 minutes and 5 seconds, then he's got to be going for CC first, something like that. These guys know the timing down to a T.
Plus, I mean, it is Flash, and one of his biggest weaknesses, I'd have to say, with same with some other of the Kespin Terrans, they're just a little too predictable when it comes to their build orders. Mm-hmm. Take, for instance, Innovation. That guy, you could write down one of his builds, and you've got what he'll do every single game for life.
You've got like the information on that guy for the next 10 times he comes out and plays.
Yeah, like I'm sure like a Kespa team would like research him, and like they have like a notebook, but it's like half a page because it's got like each race and like the one build he does for each race.
Heard a bit of a ooh coming from the Korean casters and looked over. Didn't really see much going on.
Well,
just some pros transferring to the natural.
I guess we have an early Twilight cancel. I guess that's not too surprising.
Ah, okay. I didn't actually see that because of the first-person view here.
I feel like because it is CJ herO, we are going to see Blink Stalkers. And judging by the minerals and gas, yes.
Makes sense.
It's CJ herO, man. Like, this is his build. He's a Blink Stalker guy. And let's see if we can get anything done with it. I feel like it probably won't be too aggressive, more of a just sort of a potential counterattacks and containment as well as decent defending. And we will see a Robo go down momentarily. But I guess what will really tell us that answer is how many gateways go down.
Yeah, very important to note. I mean, if we are right in saying that herO knows this was a CC first, because he actually did not get the, first-person scout with it, He actually has not scouted that part of the map at all.
Yeah, he actually knows nothing.
But he did see that SCV coming across the map. If he knows that this is the case, that he is going for this build flashes, he knows that the sim's going to be late, he knows that possibly he could find a timing here and go for Blink, but we do see the Robo coming down, and not that many gates coming down, so kind of disregard everything I was saying. He is going to just play a bit safe here.
Flash is playing completely safe. He's even adding missile turrets to his mineral lines. Both mineral lines have missile turrets at this point. So, and a second bug at the front. He's playing blind, but he's playing completely safe at the same time. Literally just making all the sort of moves that he'd have to against just about anything that would come his way. We are seeing the Dark Shrine being added.
Wow, okay. He's already got that robotics facility up, so maybe he wants to drop, possibly. But like you were saying, Flash playing incredibly safe. Already 2 missile turrets in the mineral lines here. DT should not be able to get too much stun.
I mean, maybe if he kind of walked up the ramp on the left-hand side, he could probably get into the main base without getting killed with a DT. We'll see if he really wants to commit like that. And we are going to see some pretty decent-sized Stalker pressure with 7 Stalkers and an Observer. Keeping that Mothership core at home so we can defend against any potential drops that come on the map. And Flash, you're going to have to stim home, I think, because, yeah, there's no way he's going to save that unless he brings everything else.
He does have a sizable number of Marines, but, with this, even this small amount of Stalkers, you are going to be able to force out a lot of stims from these Marines.
Yeah, well, you have Blink, so you can always get away, even if they stim. There's really no chance of them getting too much done without Marauders.
Yeah, and now with this kind of build, herO's already shown a lot of Stalkers at the front, and he's going to come in the back with some DTs in the Warp Prism. Maybe something that Flash will not expect. Of course, like I mentioned before, there already is 2 missile turrets in the main and the natural.
Yeah, you can focus that down there. Oh, you're going to go for the combat shields. He's going to get that 100%. So that's a great little victory. He's going to be delaying anything that Flash does outside on the map. Now seeing 2 Forges being added. And 1-1 started for herO while this harassment goes on. He is down an upgrade already. Flash getting a very early +1 attack. And here we go, Flash looking for that scan.
And at the same time, poking at the front is herO with his Blink Stalkers. Going to force some SCVs off the line.
Actually got supply block as well.
Wow, this is actually worse for Flash than I could have imagined. He's actually doing such a good job, herO is, of splitting all 3 of his DTs, not allowing Flash to clean them all up with 1 scan.
Well, he's going to
get 2.
Finally gets 2.
Very nice scan there, but 1 does remain in the top left.
Yeah, he's going to waste another scan. That did a lot of damage, Valdez. That got 3 supplies. Supply blocking Flash for quite some time. Flash is still supply blocked. He lost his combat shields upgrade. He's got the one redeeming thing, the one thing that Flash is ahead on is upgrades for the moment. 1-1, halfway done for herO. +2, almost done for Flash.
And you know one thing here, still no missile turret near the production, and now with herO poking at the front, possibly threatening that third base at the same time.
Whoa.
That DT getting so much damage done on that Tech Lab.
Well, look at this. He's going to have to stop the third, at least for now. STV's going to have to get over that quick smart. Finish that up. So still, yeah, really pulling Flash around just with these minor DT drops.
Yeah. Tech Lab does go down once again. herO also doing a really nice job of just harassing that army of Flash with the blink. He's got the +1/+1 about to finish up right now. And he's already got this third base. He's put so much pressure on Flash that he's just able to get super safe third base while harassing Flash's third base. He's delaying the tech, supply blocking him for a long time, as you were mentioning. herO's got total control of this game.
The amount of times we've seen herO kind of go for this similar sort of style where he goes Blink Stalkers, he goes into something else, applies pressure, and from there, you know, he just goes into this Colossus tech so easily with double upgrades. By the time Flash actually moves out on the map, is comfortable to move out on the map, like there's going to be a death ball waiting for him. He's going to have a superior composition. He's going to have most definitely caught up in upgrades. Though we are seeing a very early +3 from Flash now. But no armor upgrades for Flash as well, which is really interesting sort of style, something we don't normally see. Usually we'll see the both upgrades be upgraded for Terran.
Yeah, very true. I guess it'll make his drops do a lot of damage if they're not threatened. Can get some Marines over there. They'll do super amounts of damage very, very quickly. But as of yet, herO doing a very good job of defending against that. He's got cannons at his third. He's got a Colossus dancing in the main. And he should be safe against drops.
Already 3 Colossi out. And we are seeing Viking production now, but it is pretty late. It's going to be taking quite some time for, well, not as much time as you'd think, because he does have 2 starports with reactors now, which means Flash can catch up pretty quick smart. It's come down to how soon are we going to see herO go into Storm, and if he chooses to go into Storm. Because sometimes we just see him staying on Colossi, Zealot sort of composition for the longest amount of time, nearly all game.
Mm-hmm. He does have that Templar Archives on the way, I believe about halfway done. He has had those 6 gases at all 3 of his bases for a very long time. So he's able to afford all of this, you know, constant Colossi production while getting the Storm Tech and the +2/+2 at the same time. He's done pretty well for himself. And now the Warp Prism out on the map once again, looking to get some more damage done, possibly at the third base.
Good position for it. Only a couple Marines and 1 Marauder at the third base. If he so chooses to go for a drop, which he will, warping in 4 Zealots. Not even a drop, actually, just running by. Scans go down. Flash is posturing for something. He's trying to find the army. He does see how many Colossi are on the map. So he knows how many Vikings he kind of needs at this point. Some random Zealots getting picked off. I don't think that herO was expecting that that supply wall at the third base. He could have done a lot if he dropped in, but this way, he's just wasting 4 Zealots.
Mm-hmm. 3 ghosts popping out right now. I wonder if he won't just pull the boys. We do see 63 SCVs out on the map right now. Storm is finishing now, though, so I'm not sure how effective that'll be if he actually does want to go for that strategy.
I think he's lost his timing, but as I say that, he does pull the boys. He's going to be going for it. herO coming out to meet him in the middle of the map, blinking forwards even.
Super confident with the blink right there. May come back to bite him. The EMP actually hits all of the sentries. The 1 High Templar actually does still have enough energy to put down 1 Storm, but it's not that effective.
herO got to be careful. He does have Storm, which is going to really zone out this army unless he gets EMP'd.
Now the Vikings coming forward. A nice Storm to push him back, and a nice blink as well. That is a lot of SCVs, man. He's pulling even more.
That is a lot. We're going to have to wait and see how many more Storms herO has. We do see a couple more Templar warped into the third base. Not ready yet. And Flash can get a pretty decent position here if he gets these Vikings in the right sort of place.
Yep, charge not done either. Huge blink forward. The Vikings, 2 of them do go down. More Stalkers trying to be warped in here. That is just so much Terran out on the map right now. We'll have to see charge does finish here, but the +3 is not done. Some nice EMPs in the back. Time warp isn't the greatest, but there we go. Some huge storms on most of the Terran army, but isn't enough.
Is it going to be enough? That is the question. Archon's have to finish now. We do see 2 Colossi pretty healthy still. 1 is actually really low, goes down, but I think it's simply too much Protoss for Flash to take on. And he's missed his timing, Valdez.
He definitely has. If he had hit just a little bit earlier before the storm came out, I feel like this would have worked much, much better. But now with the Protoss with both Colossi and Storm and Charge and some decent upgrades as well.
And a 4th base.
Yeah.
Just finishing and being transferred
That
to.
as well. And look at this, coming from behind. Doesn't matter, GG.
Really nice sort of, interesting sort of take on the pull the boys timing, I'd have to say, from Flash. Waiting for +3 before he decides to do it. Not really finding anything on the map, though, when it came to damage. A much more passive sort of style compared to someone like Sky-High we saw last game.
Yeah, like we were saying before, I just feel like he kind of lost his timing. Like you said, it may have been a thing he did on purpose with the +3, but I'm just not sure. herO had a very nice grasp on the game for most of the early to mid-game. He was really just putting Flash back. He got his 3rd base super early, which allowed him to get all of that tech super early, and he was just able to build up very, very quickly with a lot of the Storms as well as the Colossi, getting that charge right before Flash hit as well. He just had all the tools that you need to stop that kind of push from the Terran.
He really did. He didn't take any damage to slow him down, which is sort of how Pull the Boys usually works. It's Terran sort of trying to whittle the Protoss early so they can go into a Pull the Boys timing, usually a lot earlier with 1-1 and 3 ghosts. This time, just a little bit later, obviously a little bit too late. I've heard a lot of Terrans speak about if they have Storm in time, then it's just not going to work, Valdez.
Yeah. And we pretty much saw that in action there. And as we predicted, herO able to take the game against Flash. That is going to tie things up here 1-1 between CJ Entis and KT Rolster. It's neck and neck here, all tied up.
It is all tied up. And next game should be a bit of a doozy as well. YEL versus TY on merry-go-round. Ooh, I'm excited for that
That's
one.
going to be an interesting one, man.
Yeah, YEL, I mean, the old sort of ace player for Incredible Miracle last year, has done a lot. Probably one of the most successful players on a team, one of the ESF teams, so to speak, of the olden days. But obviously now on CJ, very strong player still, but against someone like TY, who has been manhandling Zergs in recent times, it's going to be good.
TY not having the best of luck against Terrans, his own race, in that mirror matchup. He did go down to Guilty, kind of a B-teamer from Samsung that came out of nowhere. That was a really great game, but TY did go down.
That's right. That is true. That is true.
But we are going to have to see how he does against Zerg. Guys, I think we're going to jump to a 2-minute break before we get to that, so stay tuned. We will be right back.